My media product represents different social groups by having actors from the extreme opposite ends of the social hierarchy. My main actor, Cade, was brought up in the working as a working class boy. His mother was a drug addict who had a very abusive boyfriend. He was brought up on a block of council estate. He was brought up with without much money. And stereotypically in this genre and was in films, they are expected as such to end up in jail, which is what my character has. But however, my character has ended up in jail not due to what he's done, or due to somebody else done to him. The policeman in my film was brought up in a Caucasian affluent family, where he attended a private school, got good grades, and then went to university. Unlike Cade, who never got any further education. The policeman now has a family, and he's giving back into the community by working as a prison officer. My working class actor Cade represents the lower social classes, as he's a very stereotypical young man raised in the system. Whereas my upper class prison officer represents all middle class and higher class citizens, as they can easily relate to him. I've tried to make my media product represent a wide range of social groups, as having it only represent one or very few social groups gives me a very small niche audience, which will limit the amount of people who come and see my film, meaning I would not make as much money if I only appeal to a small group of people. However, having it appealing to all social groups means anyone can go and see it, give me a wide representation, more people watching it, which then gives me a greater possibility to then make more money. I'm going to compare my film to Wild Bill. There are certain similarities between my main character, my protagonist in my film, Cade Matthews, and Dean from the drama Wild Bill. Wild Bill is a drama that was released in 2012. It's directed by Dexter Fletcher, and it's about a father who either breaks his parole and helps his son or leaves his son to fend for himself. I've chosen to compare Cade with Dean, as they're both lower class young men who want to get a better life for themselves. They both have been put in a situation that was out of their control and now want what is owed to them. Cade to escape from prison, and Dean to make his father live with them so the social services doesn't take his younger siblings away. Further similarities is the social class they were born into. Cade and Dean are both born into a lower class. Further similarities is the social classes they were born into. Cade and Dean were both brought into a lower class, and both of their mothers either left them or were drug dealers. This could suggest how children born into the working class have a struggle to fit into society and are put in situations out of their control that no one wants to be in, but due to their upbringing, due to situations that wasn't their fault, they don't have a choice. Both film plots are affected by an element of prison and jail, whether it's Cade escaping prison or Dean's dad not wanting to go back to prison. This is a connotation of lower working class films. This, of course, not only is it a stereotype that working class youths will end up in prison, but it means the audience can easily establish the social class and social group of the characters that they are watching. Having them conform to this connotation helps the audience make that connection easier and leads to an easier, more intriguing watch for the audience. However, there may be some similarities between my film, the films, and the main protagonists, but there are still some obvious differences. One difference is that Cade is trying to make a better life for himself and not thinking about anybody else, whereas Dean is solely looking out for his younger siblings. He wants to get a job to be able to support them. This shows how even though they're in the same social groups, they both think in different ways and have different goals in life. Another difference is that my character Cade has to evade the police for the rest of the film, to get justice, to find out who framed him. Whereas Dean is trying to get a job to support his family, support his younger siblings, and is aiming to get his dad to stay with them to help him, so that his dad can also help them support the family, support the kids, and social services won't come and take Dean's younger siblings away from him.